Hey everybody, today we're taking a look at the Creality Falcon A1 laser engraver. This thing is perfect for beginners like myself who've never done any laser engraving before and want something that just works right out of the box with little to no assembly. You're going to be able to create some really cool stuff whether you're engraving detailed designs into wood or cutting out shapes from materials like acrylic. I'm going to show you a few test projects that I've done already, some Basswood tokens, and these colored acrylic cuts. Now, unboxing this thing was surprisingly fun. It does have a good little bit of weight to it, and it also does take up a little bit more space than a 3D printer, but it's manageable. And if you've used a Creality Ender 3 S1 like I have, or something comparable, you're actually going to find that getting this thing set up and going is a little bit easier. Now the setup is pretty much plug and play. There's just a few basic components to connect like the air pump, the power cord, and the exhaust on the backside. Fire up the software and you're going to be ready to go. Now one important note, laser engraving does create fumes whether it's wood or acrylic, so if you're going to be using this indoors, you're going to want to make sure that you're near a window or have some way to ventilate. Now the built-in fan does a great job with wood, and since this is an enclosed system, no fumes are going to get out intentionally. However, if you're going to be doing longer sessions or acrylic, you might want to consider moving it into a shed, a garage, or something like that. Or if you plan on using it indoors, upgrading to the filtration system might give you the best user experience as well. I was up and running in about 15 minutes. You just plug everything in and download the software. Creality has their own software called Falcon Design Space. And naturally, there is a small learning curve, but it's not very complicated. It's just learning what the colors and the layers mean when you're doing something like engraving versus cutting. Once you launch the software, you'll calibrate the system by taking a few photos and letting it engrave a quick test pattern. It's surprisingly straightforward. Out of the box, it comes with a sheet of basswood to get started, but I did grab another affordable pack off of Amazon and also picked up Creality's transparent acrylic multi-pack, which includes red, green, and yellow sheets, which is perfect for colorful prints. Now I started off simple, etching a few logos for my girlfriend's company just to see what the detail looked like. They actually turned out pretty great on my first try. If you're planning to do any cutting, definitely invest in a 19 by 19 honeycomb bed. It's not included mainly because you could be doing only laser engraving. But if you want to do cutting, I think it's going to be essential. Otherwise, the laser will burn into the base plate, and even with the honeycomb, I still recommend placing a sacrificial sheet of basswood underneath to protect it. Basswood's cheap enough, and this will extend the life of the machine. Now, right now I'm preparing for Burning Man. It's my first time actually, and I'm very excited. So I'm looking for different ways that I can give gifts while I'm on the playa. So using this laser engraver and cutter is actually one of the ways that I'm going to be able to do this with tokens, along with some different 3D print ideas that I've been working on. So if you're looking to make your own custom designs like I did, and you're not much of a designer like I am not a designer, we can actually use ChatGPT to help us out. And that's exactly what I did. I logged in with ChatGPT. I told it an idea I had. I wanted to make this token. The theme is tomorrow today, and it spit out an image that I was actually able to take and drag right into the software, trace it, and then have something that I can cut out. ChatGPT also recommended a free program called Inkscape. So if you're not in the Adobe family or you don't want to pay for Adobe Illustrator, this is another option that is free. It's pretty easy to use, and ChatGPT walked me through step by step how to use everything and create something from scratch. Highly recommend. All in all, this thing is super beginner friendly. Like with any DIY hobby, there's going to be some kind of learning curve, but even as somebody with zero laser engraving experience, I found this easier and even more rewarding than 3D printing. And unlike 3D printing, which can take hours, laser engraving is quick, so you can go from an idea to a finished project in minutes, which is really, really satisfying. I'll keep playing with designs and post more updates soon, but for now, the Creality Falcon A1 is already delivering some awesome results, and this is just the beginning. If you're on the fence and trying to get into the hobby and wondering if this is the right engraver for you, highly recommend 10 out of 10. Like I said, as long as you got a little bit of space, you've got a window or some way to ventilate, you're going to be good to go. You're going to be up and running in 15 minutes with quick results within minutes. Compare that to a 3D printer, which has a much steeper learning curve because you got different filaments, print temps, print speeds, etc., and then it prints slower, so if something fails later on, you've got to start over. No, you can get quick, immediate results and then change that based on the feedback to refine your laser engraving and cutting experience. I couldn't be happier. This thing is fantastic. 10 out of 10, highly recommend.